All right, good afternoon, everybody. It's Jay again. So we're going to go over a fruit and a fruit tree that is very uncommon here for the valley. In fact, I've only seen one other really good example of this tree here in the Valley of the Sun, but I'm sure there are more. I've got one, and the other one that I saw that is really nice was over at Jake Mace's um, old property there. He had, I believe his was a Redlands Sapote, and this is a Suebelle Sapote, Suebelle White Sapote. So this is a beautiful tree. And very rare, like I said, I don't see very many of these growing outside, although it is seems to be a very strong tree. It makes it through the winter no problem, and it made it through this summer, and I actually thought it was gonna cook this summer. He's kind of out in the full sun now. He's got an area above him that's exposed, and so I thought this one was gonna really get it, but he did surprisingly well, and in fact he put on a lot more foliage, having a little bit more sunlight. So I've got this back by my pond, and has a beautiful leaf. This thing kind of reminds me of a house plant, like some sort of five-leafed house plant that you would see growing. And I'm surprised it did as well as it did. But you see, this guy looks really good out here amongst all the other death from this summer. And this is actually quite a large tree. This is a nice big specimen tree. The top of that bar right there is about 9 foot. So he goes up above that another, I don't know, maybe three feet. So it's about 12 foot tall. And this plant, I believe, is in the citrus family. So it does quite well here out in the full sun. In fact, it looks better than my citrus does from this year. Seems to like a little bit of shade, but the fruit is very, very unique, and the way you have to eat the fruit is very unique. So this is a sapote. So you eat the fruit soft off of this tree, like you would the other sapotes, like a black sapote or a chiku sapote. You want to eat the fruit nice and soft, where it kind of seems like it's almost going bad, but that's the point at which you need to eat it. Now, these don't store at all whatsoever, and they bruise easily. So these aren't even good for making like preserves or making any kind of like ice cream or anything like that really out of, because the flesh bruises so easily, and then it changes kind of the flavor of the fruit. So what do these taste like? Well, I've got one here that's just about ready. I'm going to see if this one's ready. Basically, you want to come out here and kind of feel the fruit every day when you see it start ripening up, like you see this one here. When it's very soft to the touch and it just releases in your hand is when you want to eat it. If you wait too long, they're going to fall off the tree and they're going to splatter on the ground. And then at that point, of course, they're no good. So you have a very small window to eat this fruit, and that is why you don't see this in any commercial applications. In fact, you don't see these growing in a lot of backyards here either. This tree comes from Mexico. It is a very, very, very cool fruit tree for down here in the valley. Now, I believe this fruit right here is ready. I'm going to go ahead and pick this one. They didn't get as big this year as they should have, and that's because we got such a horrible heat wave this year. But I'm going to see if this one's ready. I believe it is. Whoop! And what did I just say? I did the bad. I did the bad. All right, let me reach over here and grab him. Reach over here and get him. All right. So let me pause it real quick. I'm going to cut this open. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So look at that. That is some beautiful flesh. Get down here and hold steady. Oh man, beautiful flesh. So you're never going to get this at the store. In fact, a lot of people will probably never even get to try this fruit because it's got such a small window that you have to go find and eat it, that they will probably never get to indulge in this fruit, but it tastes very much like a mango mixed with a pear. Wonderful flavor on this fruit. This is one that I do highly recommend. Well, one, trying to even find it, and then growing it. It's a little bit of a slow grower, guys, but it is worth it as the plant gets bigger and bigger. Man, get a little bit, try to get a little bit of sunlight on that fruit. Oh, look at that. You can see how creamy that, oh, the texture. I can just smell it. Okay, my mouth's watering. I'm getting ready to eat this thing. So, all right, guys. White Sapote. This is a Suebelle white Sapote. This one actually originates out of California. This is a California variety. There are several varieties of these that do well. All right, guys. Thank you for watching.